So is the US actually going to hand Iran $300 billion after claiming that we've won this war? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky here with a super quick market update. Markets are celebrating a peace deal with Iran and the US that still hasn't been signed yet. But I wanted to answer the question that a lot of people are asking. We're seeing the headline, US agrees for a $300 billion reconstruction plan, but I don't feel like a lot of people have taken time, because I didn't originally, take enough time to understand the context of this deal. Now, I'm not here to say that I agree or disagree with it. I just want you to understand the context so you can make a more informed decision. With that being said, again, this is an interview where JD Vance confirms that Iran will get up to a $300 billion reconstruction plan in war damages if they concede. Again, I want you to understand. Let me know down in the comment section what you think.
Walk through some of this. The Iranians are saying that they're going to have access to a $300 billion reconstruction fund. True or false?
Well, Ed, that's the sort of thing they could have access to, funded by the Gulf Coast Coalition, so long as they honor their end of the obligation. I think that one of the things you're going to see, Ed, and people have to be skeptical of this, is that the hardliners in the Iranian system will overemphasize the benefits that Iran gets while underemphasizing all the things that they have to concede and all the things they have to provide in order to get these benefits. So we absolutely are open to the Gulf Coast countries investing in the reconstruction of Iran, but only if Iran ends their nuclear program, ends their enriched stockpile of material, and is really open to an inspections and enforcement regime that gives the American people confidence they're never going to have a nuclear weapon. So
again, I think context is important. It doesn't matter what I think, but I think it's important for you to understand that it's based off of if they agree and actually follow through with specific terms, they can earn up to $300 billion in a reconstruction plan. And the key thing that I also wanted to make sure you understood is to be funded by the Gulf Coast nations. So is it not just the US? Again, also an interesting point to understand. With that being said, all of this is if a deal is actually agreed upon. If we pay attention to the NASDAQ market, markets are celebrating. We're up 3% on the day. That's great. But where do we go from here, right? Markets are celebrating this big win that, yes, Iran and the US have a deal. It's not signed yet. I want you to understand that the signing is supposed to happen this Friday, Juneteenth. Markets are closed. Is that by coincidence? We'll find out, right? But Trump is normally very particular. My concern is, the second thing I wanted to talk about is I wanted you to understand the context of this plan just a little bit more. Hopefully this encourages you to dive a little bit deeper and you can form your own opinion about it. With that being said, what is Israel doing? Last week, we were so close to a deal with Iran, but then Israel began to attack, and then everything happened. But then after the midst of all of the attacks, now we have this deal, but we have 4 days until the signing. Now, Israel is saying that Israeli national security minister says that Israel does not take orders from the United States. Trump's agreement does not bind us. The days when Jews took blows and stayed silent are over. Bro, what? That doesn't sound reassuring. Because again, maybe Iran won't care. I'm presenting signs of concern, so we're not fully surprised if Israel continues to attack Lebanon, Iran gets upset, and then they pull out. That's all we're here to share, is that, hey, if they do continue with not withdrawing troops from Lebanon and continuing to attack, does that run the risk of potentially no deal or agreement being signed on Friday? Again, we don't know. Maybe Iran won't care. But from our previous understanding is Iran said, no, Israel does have to withdraw troops and stop attacking. So we'll see. Right? Maybe there could be a compromise. With that being said, again, I wanted to make sure that we understood the very clear understanding of when I saw these things of like, oh, well, Obama had the 1.7 billion. Trump always mocked that. Now we have 300 billion. At the end of the day, now it seems very hypocritical from Trump offering billions of dollars. Because again, there's no context given when Obama did it, because he was just like, oh, we just gave them money. No, there's context that was needed to be shared about it, just like there's context that needs to be shared about Trump's. But this is, again, When you're so one-sided, you never care to hear the other side. I think it's important to feel free to have your own bias and have your own opinion, but be informed. Understand the context of, okay, yeah, it could be 300 billion, but in what context? Just like, again, it's very easy to mock a presidency, but then be very careful with what you do, right? Because you also campaigned on the idea of no wars, peace, no money to Iran, right? And just like they said before, there will be no deal with Iran, unconditional surrender. But now we're offering this. Again, is this the art of the deal people are talking about? People hate when I point that out. But again, our job is not to please people. It's to challenge you and to encourage you to be open to hearing both sides, right? And to really understand that maybe none of this actually matters, right? In the sense of maybe they do sign a deal, they throw everything else under the rug, and we can work towards a better future, right? But if it does matter and Iran doesn't sign the deal because, again, maybe they don't want, Israel continuing to attack Lebanon, where do we go from there? I want to remind you, one of the biggest losers this week has been oil. And oil is already beginning to show signs of a support. I'm not here to say that oil is a good buy, because if a deal is signed on Friday, oil is likely to drop even further. People are celebrating, look, the Strait of Hormuz is going to be back open. Well, it was open before, right? And if it does go back to being open before, oil is likely to drop. But if there is no surrender, if there is no signed agreement, then this is where oil can begin to recover and markets can begin to drop. But that's if any uncertainty or fear begins to get injected into the market. I also do want to remind you, again, this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time is the FOMC rate decision. I do plan to live stream it for free on our YouTube channel. All you have to do is subscribe. As of right now, there's a 97% probability that the Federal Reserve is going to pause, not cut interest rates, not raise interest rates, pause. This is the first press conference that should be held by the new Fed chair. And again, we will be live streaming it for free on this channel. All I ask you to do is drop a thumbs up and subscribe. With that being said, we had an amazing time in today's live trading session with my LPP team. They get to watch me trade live every morning. Just like, you heard me talk about where the market's at right now, what's bullish, what's bearish. Hey, but if Israel begins to attack and Iran begins to care and markets begin to drop, oil prices begin to go up. And if oil prices begin to go up, what drops? Not just the overall markets, but airlines begin to drop, right? These are the conversations that I love having with our team and every morning at Market Open. If you ever want to tune on into these live sessions, it's the second link in the description down below. Again, you can sign up right now and start watching me trade live as soon as tomorrow. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access. We have members that signed up back in 2018. They paid once. They got access to all of the updates for LPP, and also they get access to all of our daily live sessions. So again, would you feel more comfortable trading in the market, knowing that you are waking up every morning with a team? And if the answer is yes, and you want to join us, second link in the description down below. We also have a preview of our previous live session that you're welcome to check out before you even sign up. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.